Hi, everyone. It's your very favorite history teacher. Let me see a transcript. And I'm coming to you here today. You can say this is an open letter to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, I need to talk to you. I like you, Nick. I really do. Okay. I saw, you know, um, what was the movie? Dang it, escapes me now. Nick, Nick, you are a very successful man, and I really like you. I really do. You had your own personal podcast. You had Professor Griff on. And I know you're into this pro black, getting back to my roots discovery phase of your life. That's great. But you saying that we're the true black people, are the true Hebrews, even amongst African Americans, that is very, it's not an average belief. Okay. And to be honest, slightly hotepish. So, or like very pro black conscious community of you to say that. It's almost like erasing, in a way, the Hebrews or the Jewish people today, because I take that very, very seriously. And also your comment about the lack of melanin in some people's skin makes them more inclined to what be violent or to colonize. Uh, hmm. And maybe you forgot for a second that you were on the producer creator of a show called Wild and Out, which is on MTV, and it's owned by people who have like a melanin in their skin and who may be Jewish as well. And then on top of that, you're also the host of The Masked Singer, and you're working with people who have like a melanin in their skin and who are Jewish as well or other races. And so while your comments may be appropriate for your own podcast and being with Professor Griff, even amongst some African Americans, you forgot that most of us don't believe that we're the original Hebrews. I did my DNA test. My ancestors came from West Africa, not the Middle East, not where Israel and Palestine is today. Just, I don't know. Our original religion was not Hebrew or Judaism. It was probably from the Ifa traditional religion, which was polytheistic before Christianity, before Judaism, before Islam came about. Okay, West Africa, just saying. Um, just saying. I took my DNA test. Okay. And I also feel like, maybe with sound bites, maybe I need to listen to some more the full conversation when I'm a little afraid to listen to the full conversation. So it got back to your boss and they fired you, which they've been doing a lot lately. This is a very highly sensitive time period, sensitive era. And so, and it was a little bit like the Roseanne Barr issue. She made a comment about, I think it's Susan Rice on her Twitter, and she got fired from her own show that has her name in it. And then, but it affected so many people's jobs. The actors on the show, the producers, the directors, the people who designed the set, people who were counting on their job. And I feel like that's what you did with the Wild and Out. Because I kept thinking, like, okay, what's going to happen to the show? What about the comedians on the show? They're going to be able to find work. This is a pandemic. No one's going to, no one's going out to comedy shows right now. At least they're not supposed to. And I just feel like, okay, did you forget that you were a multi, you know, multimedia, host of several different shows. Like, did you forget that for a minute? Because it's just, you know, and so, and I think, it's something that Marcus D. Wiley from the Houston gospel show on 90.9 said, I deal with the logical. Maybe in your instance, you feel like, hey, I have nothing to lose. I have a lot of money. I have some wonderful children. I'm successful. I have enough money to fall back on. So I have nothing to lose. And I deal with the logical. Like, hey, I'm a host of a show. It's a pandemic. I created created Water Now. I'm a host of Mass Singer. Maybe this is something I shouldn't say, or maybe I should apologize. I'm not Kevin Hart. I'm apologize. And first off, you said no, you didn't apologize. You stuck in your heels. Then you kind of, I think as of today, you are apologizing. And Mass Singer said they're gonna keep you, so that's good. At least one of your jobs you get to keep. And I think now you're finding out for Walden Out, but you should, because you have created the show. And I really glad P. Diddy came along. Someone said Oprah, but I don't know. Sure, I just double check that. P. Diddy came and say, "Hey, you can bring your show over here." That's great. But I just want you to think about, yes, it's good to have beliefs and ideals, but there may be some consequences to those beliefs and ideals. And are you ready to deal with the ramifications of that? Also, are you going to be able to deal with the ramifications of how your decision affects people who you help employ? Are they going to be understanding of it, of these newfound beliefs? And also your friends who are associated with you. Um, but if they're your friends, they still should be your friends unless you just do something really immoral, even though you have these new beliefs. You know? Uh, but I need you to think next time we go on the podcast and you have guests and you wanna say things that maybe you really want to say in your text. Because even I have had to learn that too by being on YouTube now. That, hey, yeah, I have freedom of speech, but it's not free. It actually costs my time. It affects my job sometimes, also my friendships and my interactions with other people. But I have gained a whole lot from that. And I think you've gained a whole lot from your job too. But you need to make sure that the words that are coming out of your mouth is what you actually mean. And be careful what you're trying to say. Are you saying something because you're trying to fit in? Or are you saying it because it's what you believe? Don't lose your head next time. I really like you, Nick. And I want to see you successful and to keep doing more things that you're doing. Okay? This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good evening.